Game one, time in. 0-0.
An opening point for Jade Kawamoto, the lefty. Very measured in her approach. Maybe doesn't get as much credit as she might deserve, especially offensively with her game lately.
Yeah, Kawamoto is one of the best lefties out there. Men, women, age, doesn't matter. One of the best lefties in the game, Jade Kawamoto.
What a start for the LA Mad Drops.
3-0.
St. Louis, one of the best women's doubles teams in Major League Pickleball, with Anna Bright on their side, and a 4-point lead now for LA.
Yeah, you know, there's the early game, the middle game, and the late game, and those early points will, of course, you know, add up later when it gets closer to that 25.
Jade Kawamoto whips it down the line on Anna Bright. Say this is a pretty stunning scoreline to start.
The LA Mad Drops have been on a tear. They've had their ups and downs, but when they are firing on all cylinders, it is one of the best teams out there. And Blaine Halveneer, you know, stepping in for Thomas Wilson, has done an incredible job, to say the least.
1-5.
Huge shout out to Thomas Wilson, by the way. Hope you're doing well, my good sir.
Oh, what a shot by Catherine Parento. Finds it inside the baseline. You mentioned Blaine Halveneer a moment ago. He's 24 years old. He stepped in for the injured Thomas Wilson, and what a run they had in Salt Lake City. Just wide. That ATP opportunity was definitely there. A lot of quality dinking going on. It seems like all four players are settling in, even though the scoreboard, there's a little bit of a separation. Okay. Fahey showing up, a little bit of a pulse. The fight for St. Louis Shock, alive and well. Yeah, you knew that'd come to life at some point. The 7-point gap here to try and close. 5-point gap, excuse me.
Right out, point. 8. 8-2.
Fahey to the corner.
These are the type of girls that, you know, don't get discouraged by the scoreboard, doesn't let it affect them. They're here to play, they're here to fight, they're here to win.
A nice play by Fahey at the kitchen. She's grown so much since her debut in Major League Pickleball in Atlanta this May.
A lot of quality volleys that point. Almost a dink exchange in the air, trying to gain advantage.
4-8 now, the score for St. Louis.
Point.
Couple of errors mounting on the side of the Mad Drops. St. Louis back within 3.
5-8.
Ooh.
Right out, point.
A little pressurized drop from Parento for point. Love to see it.
Catherine Parento, she's been around the sport for a long time. Michigan State tennis product. New weapon on display for Anna Bright, a bit high there though. Jade Kawamoto all over it in the middle.
So much structure goes into every single point. Catherine Parento had at least 2 perfect resets there to give Kawamoto that forehand opportunity. Targeting Kawamoto here.
Right out, point.
And in what ways do you see that being targeted?
Yeah, so bringing many balls to her, she was distributing well. They switched the pattern up to Parento and then right back at her for the put away. Wow.
Catherine Parento once again turns defense into offense.
Such a great recovery, reestablishing outside of that kitchen line for a legal volley to get it back.
11-6.
Making him play that one more ball. 11-6 now? Okay.
Right out, point. 7.
Thick into the top of the tape. Game of inches.
Out for Anna Bright on the lob attempt. LA standing 1 point away from the end change. Anna Bright looking to her bench, looking for answers.
12-7.
Such a good ball by Anna Bright. Looked like St. Louis was in trouble. They got out of jail. There's the ownership group for the LA Mad Drops. Jason Tatum, Josh Allen, Drew Brees, Zubin Mehta, the general manager.
Stacking some points on before that side switch, making it close. There it
point,
is.
13. Timeout change ends. 13-9. 1 minute.
And the Miss take great care of their
Time in.
players.
Yes, yes.
13-9.
Love to see that in the great game of pickleball. Wow.
Wow, it's a great lob. Wow, what a setup from Catherine Parento.
Extra innings, even just within a point here. Yeah. They're so solid. They force nothing, which just minimizes risk, no matter what positioning they are in on the court. Allows them to keep cool and keep control of every single point they're a part of. Oh, we got a football called.
Their one called on St. Louis. This would be a massive start for LA to give the men's doubles team a bit of cushion, with Blaine Hovenier stepping in for Thomas Wilson. A strong duo of Patrick Quinn and Tardio waiting on the wings for St. Louis, and Parento misses a sitter. There's the ownership group.
10-15.
Father and son duo, Richard and Ross.
Ball holds on.
Well, Rob, you know better than anybody, it's not easy to just jump into pro pickleball anymore with the way that the talent has jumped. I'd love to know the biggest impressions for you about a player like Kate Fahey and how she's been able to accept the challenge.
Yeah, a player can take, their skills and their mentalities, perhaps an elite tennis player such as Fahey, that championship mentality and her athleticism, and combine that with exposure to the elite level, the IQ of the game of pickleball, a mentor like Anna Bright and the likes around her. It's a catalyst for getting better in pickleball. To learn the ins and outs of the games, and she's taken to it well. And you fall in love with the game, and you want to learn more, and you want to learn more. That's one of the reasons why pickleball is so addicting, is that ability to get better and better and better.
Point, 13.
A finger wag from the bench. Aiden Patriquin joining the scene to Catherine Parento.
13,
I mean, the shot was clearly there, just missed it top of the tape.
Yeah.
Love the chirping, though.
A nice drop.
Going down all the way from Anna Bright, just a bit too high off the defensive play from Kawamoto.
Great play here, great patience, working towards that checkmate ball. There it is. She doesn't waste any time. Good execution from Anna Bright.
14-16.
Okay, got away with one there. These dinks are looking a little bit loftier from from the mad drops. Not as tight
17-14.
as our first half of the game. Let's see if they can reach that 25 first. As St. Louis shock is certainly dialing in.
(15-17).
Athletic dinking here. And there it is.
18.
What a point. And it is hot already. 11 a.m. local time, roughly 89 degrees.
18-15.
There's
the wind.
There's the knockout. Oh, yeah, it is. It's a beautiful day today, isn't it? Here in Kansas City.
50% humidity too.
Out.
Point.
Yeah, the breeze is nice, but it might develop for a side to have an advantage as far as, you know, dinking and driving is concerned.
Right out. Point. 16.
These teams have the patience to go for essentially the submission as opposed to the knockout punch or the winner attempt, and that's why these guys are the best of the best.
Oh, after an incredible defensive grab by Parento, misses that one. St. Louis, this is where their gamer mentality comes into play.
17-19.
Wow. Yes, fantastic cross-court battle here.
Hannah Bright pulls her team within one.
Worth celebrating. That roar was looking forward to keeping it going.
Wow, and just like that, it's tied up. St. Louis stealing the momentum, 19 apiece.
19-19.
Nice grindy point, doing what they do best, dictating that neutral zone dinking rally. And a Bright now.
Coming to life.
And basically, when we say neutral, we're referring to, you know, all four players at the kitchen line. No one has an advantage as far as positioning is concerned, and try to gain advantage over the course of the point with your shots. Parento in control here.
That's a tight miss for Parento. She knows it.
Tight indeed.
Couple of those here late.
Yeah, inside foot, not an easy shot. Great spot by Fahey. Just a warrior on that right side.
21-20.
Those are the subtle plays. I'd love to dive deeper with you how to gain that positioning from the kitchen when those dink rallies are happening.
That drop's pushed back.
Wow, that is so good from Anna Bright. Her newest weapon shining brightest in the final stretch of game one.
Kawamoto could have swung.
22-20.
Thought that ball was sailing out. Not in these temperatures, not in this environment, and not with that great shot from Anna Bright.
That's an MLP reaction right there from Anna Bright.
Trouble.
And another one from Anna Bright. St. Louis with the lead and 2 points away from taking the first.
23-20.
That lefty forehand closes. They survive for now. To the neutral. Right back at it.
Oh my. It was neutral until it wasn't.
Yeah.
Anna Bright finds the opening.
Neutral denied. Anna Bright finds the hole, and that unexpected attack off the bounce, so good. That shot alone, you can learn how to do a two-handed backhand. With that athletic stance, gets low. Game point
Right out, point, 21.
denied.
LA still alive. St. Louis will have to win it on their serve.
21-24.
Anna Bright gets it right back. How'd they earn the pop-up chance?
The mad drops are looking a little tight.
Yeah.
A little tight.
24-21.
You can dodge risk, but now it's just a little far.
Game point number 2 for St. Louis. Ooh, LA survives the point, still looking a little tight. They're 2 points away from catching St. Louis. Rally scoring continues on their side. Meanwhile, St. Louis will have to face the pressure of winning on their serve.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Wow, most electrifying point of the day so far. Parento and Kawamoto.
Time in, 23-24.
Oh, man, after all that work to nearly tie it, a third game point swings over to St. Louis.
24-23.
Oh, tie game it is, 24-all. The whole crowd on pins and needles for this one.
24-24.
Game to 25, win by 2. Goodness.
My, it's wide for Parenzo. St. Louis looked like they were in jail. They got out of it. Game point number 4.
And because they were tied, that's a point for Shock. So they will be in a match point scenario here.
Game point, St. Louis.
24.
That's high. Oh my, a heartbreaker loss for the Mad Drops, who had the lead all the way until the end. Fahey, former tennis pro, 30 years old.
Right out, point 1.
Quick reflexes too for Hayden Patriquin. Add that to the list of things he's good at.
Yeah.
His
1-0.
angles that he hits with that paddle face on the backhand side is my favorite thing to watch from Hayden Patriquin. Talked to him a little bit about that. I said, where does that come from? Honestly, I don't know. It's
1-1.
not the baseball background. He doesn't have any tennis background. It's just pure athleticism, I guess.
Well, when you're that young, you know, pickleball is your can almost be categorized as your first sport.
Yeah.
And he has a pickleball background. He's been playing since 13, 12 maybe. I mean, maybe even younger, to be honest.
And he did say, I mean, depending on the angle he hits on that backhand side, it's always a closed paddle face, but the heavier the angle, the more he takes the ball from the top of his paddle versus more of the center, so that's something interesting to watch.
Very cool. And that's just as rewarding as a put away. You know, outlasting somebody in a dink rally or giving somebody a dink that's too good. Just as good as a put away.
Point 2.
Counter from Blaine Hovenier. He had his audition with this team in Grand Rapids, Michigan at the mid-season tournament. Didn't go the way he wanted there, but made some great adjustments. Obviously, it's tough to jump into a new team and has earned his right after Salt Lake City's results. That's out, and Hunter Johnson, credit to him, the 39th overall pick. There are only 48 players selected at the premier level. He was the final player selected to this roster, intended to play with Thomas Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
Right out, point 5.
And now Hunter has had to take over more of a leadership role and the aggressor there on the left.
Right. Yeah, and you know, Thomas Wilson, you know, drafted very high on that draft, and his teams had definitely had to adapt without him Thomas Wilson is a dominant player on the pickleball court, and to say the least.
Right out, point 6.
Hunter Johnson trying to avoid frustration. St. Louis, meanwhile, a well-oiled machine on their side. That's deep for Gabe Tardio, trying to pull it. Hunter Johnson gets out of the way. Gabe Tardio, originally from Bolivia, started playing in his early teenage years.
Side out, point 7. 7-5. Point.
Solid stuff from St. Louis Shock.
8-5.
That's deep for Gabe Tardio. Little run here for the Mad Drops.
He's had a couple go a little deep. Tardio needs to reel it in just a smidge. But it's nice to see him playing loose.
Yeah. Another deep ball for Gabe Tardio.
That's 4.
Yeah, and LA Mad Drops, talk about results. 4-2 on the weekend in Salt Lake City, including a sweep over JW Johnson and Georgia Johnson's team, the Dallas Flash, 4-0.
Yes.
With Blaine Hovenier, an alternate on their roster. That's a big, big accomplishment for that team.
Side out,
Slew of
point
errors
8.
for St. Louis.
One-point game
8-9.
as we approach the 13.
Side out, point 10.
It's nice and tight as far as the score is concerned right now, but I feel like those unforced errors are just going to wither away for St. Louis Shock as they dial in here.
Oh, that's a beautiful counter from Hovenier.
Important, too. It's a statement counter right there. See if Patrick decides to try that again.
Nine, 10.
Wow, Nathan Patrick Quinn pulls the trigger a little heavier that time.
11.
Looks
How
like
do you
he
approach that if you're Hovenier?
Yeah, it looks like he decided to go back there again.
11-9.
It's borderline impossible to get out of the way, but that ball's most likely going out.
Point.
You know, I referred to that counter from Hovenier as a statement counter, and, you know, Patrick Quinn, it's one of the reasons why he's great, is he responded with a statement initiate. You know what I mean? He's playing the game.
Point.
Another missed dink
13-9. St.
from
Louis
Hunter
Shock.
Johnson. And 13 is struck.
And the end change.
13-9.
Mentality about her. She's in the fight on and off the court for her team.
She looks for players that has that dog in them.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Refers to it as, and Hayden Patrickman, certainly one of them. Asked her a while ago about the draft, and Hayden Patrickman, she had the biggest smile on her face. She's like, I love H. He's my favorite. Oh.
He'll be okay. And there it is. There's a little bit of the dog showing right there. Nothing stops these kids.
Said the same about Kate Fahey, too. They played against each other in college tennis, and that's how she first discovered Kate Fahey.
And that's a great ball from Hunter Johnson. One of the things he's great at is that speed up off the bounce. When he has that stability in his body, he can really do whatever he likes with that ball.
Point.
Might expect to see Hunter Johnson start to pull the trigger even a little bit more in this match, as I believe he's found it. There's another one.
12-15.
That's deep for Tarnio, and the LA Mat Drops mounting a comeback.
That's a great eye from Blaine. He had a tough shot ahead of him, but to
13-15.
To determine that ball was going out, very impressive. Another drive from Hunter. Blaine gets them to the kitchen line.
Side out, point, 16.
He's about 4 for 5 on the last, 5 points there.
16-13.
Puts him within 3.
Patience and discipline on the side of St. Louis. And Gabe Tardio and Hayden Patrickman, they've had amazing years on the PPA Tour as well. Gabe Tardio's beaten the Johns brothers twice with 2 different partners. Was it Diescu both times?
Yeah, he's done it with Diescu.
And Hayden Patrickman collected his first men's doubles title this season.
Yes.
Big accomplishment there.
Podium twice this year, at least with 2 different partners. Patrickman on the rise. Get to make an argument for that top 5 conversation.
Side out, point.
And Ovenier wants that one back. Meanwhile, St. Louis pulling ahead. 18-14 for the Shock.
Side out, point, 15.
Patrickman doing his best to keep that 4th ball away from Hunter. A little much, ball is out.
15-18.
See what Hunter decides to do with this 3rd if he gets his paddle on it. Drive off the back foot. Makes it work. That drive is locked in for that gentleman. Dangerous man when that happens. 2-point game, similar to the ladies, getting close.
Here we go.
Towards the end game.
16-18.
Love the enthusiasm Anna Bright has on the sideline, too. See, that to me, too, is part of MLP. Got to be a supportive teammate off the court as well. Steve for Ovenier, untimely with that miss. 19-16 now for St. Louis.
Impatient, that was forced. That's a forced attack, and that's the type of shot you want to remove from the playbook.
19-16.
Hunter Johnson, who is on fire right now, you want to keep him in the point. There's another drive for point from Hunter.
Point, 17.
This would be a
17-19.
huge win for the LA Mad Drops on the men's side of things. Hands from Tardio.
Point.
Another initiated ball from Hunter Johnson for point. Incredible streak. See if he can keep this flame lit across the finish line.
So clutch from Hunter Johnson. He was maybe a bubble player for the Premier level. He
18-19.
certainly solidified himself in that case as a key team leader now for the LA Mad Drops.
Side out, point, 20.
Hayden handles the drive, and the fifth shot drop. Unsuccessful. A little bit of a wavering in that flame lit. See if he can keep it going. Tardio looking to rack up some points here. Oh, forced to slam on the brakes. That's a great shot from Blaine.
Come on. 19-20.
Yeah.
Side out, point, 21.
It's one way to extinguish momentum there from Hayden Patriquin.
21-19.
Forcing Hunter to dink when he really wants to drive it, you know, playing with that.
The Mad Drops, who took a loss in regulation yesterday to Utah.
Nice. Hunter Johnson taking a little bit off on that last shot to get the perfect spot to get the ball back in their hands.
20-22.
Tight one here.
Point.
Little net love for the Mad Drops, setting up Hunter for another point.
21-22.
That drop from Blaine, however, was just beautiful. No. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Big H with a big ATP. How about that big dog energy? Oh, sneaky and a appropriate time in the match to do it.
Wow.
Side out, point,
Wow.
22.
The counter's been deep a couple of times for Tardio, it seems. 1 point game continues.
It's a bold shot from Hunter. He has that belief in his drive right now.
Hunter's an underrated pro, in my opinion.
No. Forces the hustle.
Ooh, Hunter Johnson had the read, just couldn't execute. Game point for St. Louis. That was a massive point. An opportunity missed for LA. We'll see. Have to win on your serve here.
24-22.
Yep, and there it is. Just, whoa, just like it was drawn up. Hayden Patriquin.
With a chance to win regulation, the best LA could do is win in a dream breaker. We'll see how this unfolds. And this mixed doubles result here will determine either outcome or a chance at a dream breaker anyway.
Yeah, what a match.
And a great start out of the gate for St. Louis, applying all the pressure on the Mad Drops. They put out their ace in this context for St. Louis.
2-0.
It's a nice play from Blaine Hovenier. And what an opportunity this is for the young Blaine Hovenier to get another marquee win under his belt.
Side out, point 3. 3-1. Point.
Four one, just like that.
Side out, point 2.
And a just miss from Patriquin. Window was open.
2-4. Side out, point 5.
Checkmate ball from Patriquin. And that's the thing here, you know, you have the body type of Hayden Patriquin. He's such a fast player, but to be able to have the power in his putaways like that, you don't need that.
It's effortless.
Yeah, you don't need that Adinlika, you know, physique to put the ball away. Hayden Patriquin getting it done. Shout out to Adinlika. Where are you, man? Is he in the Olympics this year for World's Strongest Man? Where are you, Ed?
Side out, point 3.
Got the Summer Olympics going on, Michelle. Have you been watching the Olympics at all?
Just waiting for the day that pickleball makes an entrance to the Olympics.
And this is the closest we have right now to Olympic pickleball here at the MLP.
That's a good point.
Wow. Nice point from Parento. She's off that kitchen line in anticipation of Patriquin's attack, and she's just able to counter the heck out of it. Blaine has a fantastic third shot drive.
Oh, what a point for St. Louis. What would you like to see more or less of from Blaine Hovenier on his side in this mixed doubles responsibility, playing alongside CP?
I'm liking his involvement in the points. I'm liking how big he's getting. I'm really liking his attacks. When I think of Blaine Hovenier, I think his attacks are very consistent. They're consistently clearing the net and giving advantage to his team. So staying offensive, aggressive, and a large influence on the court. Yep. Not over yet. And now it's over. Can you believe it? Hovenier. I'm trying to talk you up here, kid. No. They took advantage. They took control of the point. It looked like AB was really in control there the majority of the point, but they had their opportunities for the LA Mad Drops. Wow.
Said a little prayer on that one. Hands out.
It's a great eye from the experienced Captain Parento.
5-8.
And there it is. There's that aggressive play from Blaine.
The other countries on board, which I think it's coming. I mean, think of how fast it took off here in America. It doesn't take long. It's not a super expensive sport to pick up. So we'll see. Here's the resolution on the out call.
After video review, call stands, balls out. St. Louis Shock, you have 2 free challenges remaining. You have 3 free challenges remaining.
It's Jim Price, our lead referee for this one. So call stands.
Time in. 6-8.
Great play from Parento to neutralize that assault from Hayden Patriquin. Yeah, this third shot drive from Blaine,
7-8.
really allowing for their team to get to that kitchen line consistently. Yeah.
What a shot for Anna Bright. Owning the line on Blaine Hovenier. Have another look at this one. Goes cross court. Beautiful setup shot.
9-7.
Wide open alleyway.
It's the pattern she's been looking for.
And a miss for Hovenier. St. Louis continuing to climb.
Yeah, I wouldn't let that unforced error discourage him. He's doing what he needs to do to keep his team in this game. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You just got a line shot winner, Anna Bright. Doesn't matter. Hayden Patriquin's going to scooch over, take the pop-up chance out of the air. What a setup ball from him on the angle there.
Yeah, and that's an ESPN top 10 for me.
11-7. Side out, point 8.
Little much. No big deal. On to the next one.
8-11. I'll recall. 8-11.
Oh, perfect drop shot to the center line. So much ground to cover for Team Mad Drops here. Just cradles that ball, little backspin. Keeps that ball as far away from them as possible. Nice shot by Hayden. Oh, yeah.
That's a beautiful counter from Hovenier. Catching Hayden Patriquin with his hands full, crashing to the middle.
9-12.
Have another look.
It's another statement counter from Blaine. Will we see a statement speed up from Patriquin for the rebuttal?
That's too high. Blaine Hovenier acknowledged it on its way up. Been an excellent match, though. The scoreline slanted in favor of the St. Louis Shock, the hometown team for this event.
Side out, point 10.
It's a great way to start after the side switch.
Yeah, LA in a bit of some trouble. More on the line here for them as the 7th place team looking to get into the top 6. St. Louis Looking to continue to accumulate points. It's the second place team in the standings right now.
Yeah, you know, different goals, you know, like teams with different goals. You want to make sure you align yourself with teammates that have similar goals. These guys are trying to keep that rank 1, you know, whereas this team is looking to break that top 6. Going into the season, you want to make sure you have a team with similar goals.
Right.
I just want to have a good showing. That's not a person you want to have on your team.
Yes.
I want to win every single match, every single time. That's the person you want to pull for your team.
And I think expectations have shifted a bit for the LA Mad Dogs with the absence of Thomas Wilson at the moment. Obviously, Blaine Hovenier, a great athlete. Just hasn't been around as long. Great shot by Anna Bright there. So I think he proved himself in Salt Lake City, and now it's, okay, the bar has been set. Now we expect wins.
15-11.
Well, they're down 2-0 against the #1 seed, but it's still been a great showing, and I think they're more than capable of breaking that top 6. And the goals will shift again. No way, Anna Bright.
What a match so far for Anna Bright. She was the hero of game 1 in women's doubles, proving the same here in mixed. That time, dangling a line shot with Hovenier, finishing middle. Just mixing up her patterns. It's not super easy as the female in mixed to create offense, and Anna Bright seems to be able to find it. Not that point, obviously, but
12-16.
certainly an asset of hers.
Okay. It's a great point. They've solved the approach. They can get to the kitchen line every time. Now just handling Team Shock in that neutral exchange. It's a huge point.
Where are they losing the battle right now in the neutral exchange that you think would slant things in their favor for the Mad Drops?
Patrick Wynn and Anna Bright are very comfortable. They're distributing well, keeping Blaine off balance while not allowing Catherine to be a threat.
Oh, what a shot from Anna Bright. Threads the needle through the middle. Is that Hovenier's forehand that he should be taking that ball?
17-14.
It's a little bit of both. It was coming from the angle, so it could be Parenteau's ball, but it is his forehand. So there's an argument made both ways. The way that Anna Bright has been pressuring his sideline, he has other responsibilities to worry about.
That's a good point.
Props to Bright for making them have that conversation middle.
15-17.
Deep for Hovenier.
18-15.
Nice deep return for Parenzo. Thought that ball was maybe a hair deep, but the call was in, and LA back within 2.
16-18.
Urgency mounting.
Right out, point, 19.
Some insights from Hunter Johnson from the sideline here.
19-16.
Coaching is allowed in the MLP format.
Right out, point, 17.
2-point game, race to 25 from here on out.
You have to win by 2 on your serve. That's the key distinction in MLP.
17-19.
Do you like the winning on your serve aspect?
I like it. I like it.
Oh, how about that? A statement Ernie from Anna Bright. Oh no, there is a foot fault called by Jim Price and Bob Swisshelm. Would have been awesome, though. Have another look.
You're challenging.
I think Anna Bright knows she was on, too, but
Go.
still a highlight reel play.
19.
Minus the foot fault.
The off speed to Patrick Quinn, he's always able to kind of tee off on it, put it in his favor. Some crafty shots from Parento, but the hands of Patrick Quinn's going to take it every time.
120.
Parento's fired up.
2018.
This is the part of the game where you want it so bad that you want to do more. That's not always the solution to the puzzle. Got to keep that discipline. It's a little much from Hovenier there, and a timeout called by the Mad Drops.
Looking to close out the LA Mad Drops in regulation. They could do it here with a mixed doubles win.
Right out, point 19.
Tough off the post. Within 2. See what Blaine and Catherine decide to do with it here. Great ball path from Blaine. Now to the neutral. And she gets it. The fight, the grit from Parento perseveres.
2021.
Ooh, tough miss.
Right out, point 22.
It feels like one step forward, one step back for the Mad Drops.
Yeah. Gotta maintain that serve possession, get a little bit of a streak
22-20.
to close the gap in this rally scoring environment.
Point.
Timely miss for the Mad Drops late in game 3.
Right 23-20.
Oh, yeah.
Hitting Patrick Quinn. Getting about 3 putaways to finally end the point. And a game point, match point for St. Louis.
Oh, no.
Point game.
Fall for match.
And St. Louis will close out game 3, 25-20. They take the regulation win, but we will still play that 4th. Even though they've lost the match, this game is significant.
0-0.
It's a big play from Kate Fahey to start. There's a fist pump up, turns to the bench.
1-0. Side out, point.
It's the first of 2 matches for both teams. St. Louis
1-1.
will take on the Black Diamonds later on today, and the LA Mad Drops have the Orlando Squeeze at the end of the day on Championship Court.
Side out, point.
Yeah,
2.
tough spot for the LA Mad Drops, but like you mentioned earlier, Michelle, I would have loved to have seen the Hunter Johnson-Kawamoto combo versus AB and Hayden Patriquin.
Side out, point. 2. Two. Side out, point. 3.
Trading errors to start this game 4.
3-2. Side out, point, 3.
So, Rob, you've been around the sport 10 years, around Major League Pickleball. What's the biggest progression
3-3.
in today's talent with how the style has changed from when you started up to this point?
Beautiful, Hunter Johnson. Yeah, you know, Hunter Johnson, an example of it. You know, the tennis, the elite tennis player coming over and transitioning to pickleball is one of the biggest changes in the progress of pickleball, and also the paddle technology, which allows those tennis players to do more tennis things. So, you know, pickleball and tennis had their similarities, but now there's even more similarities with those two things. It will be nice for pickleball to stay its own sport and be able to continue to differentiate from tennis, as they are both great and different sports.
5-3. Side out, point, 4.
There's also the level of intensity and the commitment to the professionalism. I mean, just 3 or 4 years ago, every pro player also had an actual day job,
Right.
you know, and then playing
ago.
not too long ago. I mean, you just in 2022, I mean, we had those types of players. We still do. Matt Wright, you know, Andrea Coop. I still have to have a day job myself.
What's your day job?
My day job? Right now, it's actually teaching pickleball, to be honest.
Okay. Hey, it's a great day job.
Yeah, and I'm here with you. Grateful for that as well. Grateful to be sharing the game. And yeah, I hope we do get to go to the Olympics. That is one of the dreams of mine, is to not necessarily be in it, but to commentate the Olympics would be a huge dream of mine, for sure.
Side out, point,
Maybe I'll
7.
see you there.
Absolutely. Hope it's sooner than later.
Yeah.
7-5.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the sports that make it to the Olympics, I'm like, really? But not pickleball?
Burn.
Come on.
Yeah.
Nice play by Hunter Johnson. So athletic, to your point, that pro tennis background, an advantage for him, but
8-5.
somebody that still, I don't know if receives enough credit with what Hunter Johnson has been able to do. That's nice.
Point.
Nice dialed in. There's another example, that piece of equipment he has, that beautiful
9-5.
paddle tech paddle. You know, it's essentially the entire design of that paddle is for the tennis player convert.
Really? Why is that?
A lot of handle, not as big of it. It's
10-5.
got a racket feel to it, and the pop and power, of course. All the similarities and feel you can strive for
Side out,
that tennis
point,
swing, that
6.
tennis feel.
6-10. Side out, point, 11.
So yeah, you know, there's that fight for the first rank, that #1 rank, but like you mentioned, Michelle, the Mad Drop's looking to
11-6.
push for at least that 6th spot. That's why this 4th game is extremely important to them. Plenty of tiebreakers as far as matches won. It will come down to games.
Right. So it's hard to see that now in the moment, I'm guessing, from a player
12-6.
standpoint of
Yeah.
last thing you want to do after
Yeah.
you know you've lost the match is to go out and play for a game, but this could be the difference maker for a bubble team in the playoffs. Now for the bottom of the standings and you have to play a 4th, I can imagine that might be a different feel.
Got to play for the highlight reel. Go out, do your best.
Gotta find something.
Oh,
Point. Eight 12.
huge from Tardio. St. Louis Shock, one of those teams. You know, who's the weak link on that team? What, Fahey? There just isn't a weak link for the St. Louis Shock.
Side out, point,
Super
13.
clean.
Timeout
Ernie
change,
from Hunter
13-9.
Johnson. Almost an airwalk over the kitchen there. And 13 is struck. Side switch.
13-9. Side out, point, 10.
Nice way to start after the side switch.
10-13.
Or end change, rather.
Side out, point, 14. 14-10.
Big drive from Jade Kawamoto.
$15-10.
Jade. Lefty great. Perfect placement on that forehand.
16-10.
Firefight won by the mat drops. 17-10 lead for LA.
17-10.
Playing this game for the long-term implications.
Side out, point, 11. $11-17. Side out, point, 18.
A beautiful put away into a missed dink.
18-11.
Every point has equal value in this rally scoring format. Great hands from Tardio. Oh yeah, and the ATP is there. Kate Fahey. Michelle, when you're doing your ATP, do you like to...
12-18.
I'm sorry, just laughing. That's at the beginning of that sentence.
I'll ask you after this point.
Keep the suspense rolling.
Beautiful stuff.
Side out, point.
Okay, continue on with your question.
Out.
Oh, when you're doing your
Point.
we have an out call now, actually, though, that we might progress
maintain your
into
call.
a challenge situation
The
immediately.
challenge of the out
So,
call.
yeah.
As it
okay.
stands, we are side out 13.
And you see Tardio kind of checked with his sideline to make that
Review,
call.
review,
People
review.
think that that's like a rare thing in MLP. It's not. But fortunately, we have systems in place to make sure that we get the call right. Michelle, when you're making your ATP, do you prefer for it to be on the forehand of your paddle, or do you like a backhand ATP? Which one are you more comfortable with when you're executing
I like the
your
forehand.
The forehand,
But I
okay.
say I'd probably be more consistent with the backhand, which doesn't really make sense.
Oh.
But I like the forehand better.
Okay. Okay.
Does that make sense for you?
Yeah. Feels good, huh? Let's see here on this ball call. That's tough to really commit to either way from that angle. That's a beautiful picture right there. Interesting. You get a little V of exactly where that ball landed, and I think if the ref gets to see that footage, might call that ball in. And in real life, without instant replay, it did look in. So. Here we go from the referee himself.
Yeah, Jim Price.
After review, call stands, ball was out.
All right, it was out.
Call the ball.
Play at 13-18.
0 for 1 here today, Rob Cassidy.
Los Angeles mat drops. You have 2 free challenges. St. Louis, 2 free challenges. Time in. 13-18. Side out, point, 19.
Yeah, to conclude the ATP conversation, I think I'm more consistent with my forehand, just bringing it back to the court as well. So yeah, that would be on the left side of the court for me.
Point.
Ball is in. Hunter Johnson hitting dimes. That third ball.
20-13. Side out, point, 14. $14-20.
Into the net for Ogio.
Yeah, another thing we'd have to iron out before a pickleball gets to the Olympics is what format would we have? Would it be an MLP format? Would we have different sections like, you know, mixed doubles, women's doubles? Or would we have all of them entering at the same time, you know?
Set up by Hunter Johnson. What do you think? Which format would live best in the Olympics?
Well, I do enjoy, you know,
22-14.
men's doubles badminton, singles men's badminton. I enjoy all of those, and I think there should be an opportunity for those. But having the team pickleball event as well would be super fun to have in the Olympics. We've certainly proven to be a different game that demands different things from the players. So, yeah, all of it. Of course, rally scoring versus non-rally scoring. I would definitely have to submit my vote for the traditional non-rally scoring. But, feel free to chime in with your comments, right, in the comment section, and let us know how you guys, what you guys think.
I think it'd be cool if each country could come up with like their lead team, and then every country competes in addition to the individual events, as you're saying.
Nice.
Do pick your top 4 players in the country and go at it situation.
Nice. I like it.
Then you can get a mix of both.
I like it. Shock's got to battle back here. Huge hill to climb. Tardio with the gorgeous drop.
That's nice. Right inside the baseline.
Hunter is very comfortable with that paddle.
Yeah,
that's a great shot.
24-16.
Point for the mat drops. What a gift from Hunter.
Point game.
Highlight reel finish. Head of that miss for Hunter Johnson.